Okay, so you're thinking about uh, taking your Shopify store to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
And that probably means hiring a developer.
Yeah,
It can feel like a jungle out there, right?
it can.
Tons of options, tons of tech jargon.
Right.
Where do you even begin?
You're not alone.
Right.
We hear this all the time at theperfectdeveloper.com.
Okay.
People know they need a Shopify developer,
Mm,
but aren't sure what to actually look for.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's like, I know I need ingredients for this awesome recipe,
Uh-huh.
but I'm staring at a pantry full of spices
Right.
and no clue which ones are essential.
Perfect analogy.
Yeah.
That's where we come in.
Okay.
Let's clear up some of the biggest question marks around hiring Shopify developers.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
And if you're listening and ready to start your developer search,
Mm-hmm.
head over to theperfectdeveloper.com
Yes.
and check out their 5 questions tool.
Absolutely.
It's a super quick way to figure out
Yeah.
what kind of developer you actually need. So one of the most common questions we get is,
Okay.
do I really need to hire a Shopify specialist?
Mm-hmm.
Or can any web developer handle it?
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, a website's a website, right?
And not quite.
Okay.
While a general web developer might be able to get you started, Shopify has its own unique ecosystem.
Okay.
You'll want someone who understands the platform inside and out,
Mhm.
who can really leverage its features to their fullest.
So it's less about just building a basic website
Right.
and more about maximizing what Shopify can do for your specific business.
Exactly.
Okay.
Think of it this way.
Yeah.
You could hire a general contractor to build a house.
Okay.
But if you want something truly unique
Mhm.
and tailored to your lifestyle,
Mhm.
you call in an architect who specializes in custom homes.
Mm.
Same principle applies here.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Now, another thing I hear a lot is, how much does it cost
Mhm.
to hire a Shopify developer?
That's the million-dollar question.
Right.
It depends on several factors.
Okay.
Like the complexity of your project,
Mm-hmm.
the developer's experience level,
Right.
whether you go full-time, part-time, or freelance.
Right. So many options.
There are.
Is there any way to ballpark it, though?
You can,
Okay.
but it's tricky.
Okay.
Theperfectdeveloper.com actually has some great resources
Okay.
that break down average rates
Okay.
based on different regions and experience levels.
Mhm.
It's a good starting point to help you plan your budget.
I bet.
Yeah.
Speaking of budget,
Okay.
I know this is a sensitive topic for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But how do you even bring up the money conversation
Right.
with a potential developer?
It's simpler than you might think.
Okay.
Transparency is key.
Okay.
Be upfront about your budget range
Mm-hmm.
early on in the conversation.
So before you even get into the nitty-gritty details of the project,
Exactly.
you want to make sure you're on the same page financially.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It saves everyone time and avoids awkwardness down the line.
Right?
You can say something like,
Mm-hmm.
my budget for this project is between X and Y.
Okay.
Does that align with your rates?
Okay. I can see how that would set a clear expectation from the get-go.
Yeah.
Now, switching gears a bit,
Mm-hmm.
what about specific skills?
Okay.
What technical know-how should I be looking for in a Shopify developer?
That's crucial.
Yeah.
Beyond a deep understanding of Shopify itself,
Mm-hmm.
look for skills like proficiency in Liquid,
Okay.
which is Shopify's templating language,
Mhm.
experience with HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for customizing the front end.
Wow. It's a lot more than just building a website.
It is.
Yeah.
And don't forget about experience with APIs,
Okay.
because chances are you'll want to integrate your store with other apps or services.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, here's a question I've been wondering about.
Okay.
What if I need help beyond just the technical stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if I need someone who also understands marketing and sales?
That's a great point. You're essentially talking about a Shopify growth expert.
Okay.
They combine development skills with a deep understanding of e-commerce strategy.
Okay, so it's like having a developer and a marketing consultant rolled into one.
Exactly.
Right.
And that kind of expertise is invaluable
Mm-hmm.
if you're serious about scaling your business.
Okay.
Now, before we move on, I want to emphasize...
Hold that thought.
Okay.
Let's pause for a quick message.
Right.
And by the way, if you're feeling overwhelmed by all these hiring questions,
Mm-hmm.
remember to check out theperfectdeveloper.com.
Yeah.
They really do take the guesswork out of finding the right talent.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back after this.
Finding the perfect Shopify developer often comes down to experience.
Okay.
Look for developers who have a proven track record of building successful Shopify stores,
Right.
ideally in a niche similar to yours.
Right.
Their portfolio should showcase not just technical skills, but also an understanding of user experience and design principles.
So it's not enough for them to just know the code.
Right.
They also need to have a good eye for what makes a Shopify store visually appealing and easy to use.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You want someone who understands how to create a seamless and engaging shopping experience that converts visitors into customers.
Right.
ThePerfectDeveloper.com actually lets you filter developers by their industry experience.
Oh, okay.
So you can find someone who's already familiar with the nuances of your particular niche.
That's really helpful.
Yeah.
It sounds like finding the right Shopify developer is a bit like dating.
Uh-huh.
You need to find someone who not only has the right skills,
Right.
but also the right personality and communication style.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
Communication is key.
Okay.
You want a developer who listens to your needs,
Mm-hmm.
explains things clearly,
Right.
and keeps you updated on the project's progress.
Okay.
ThePerfectDeveloper.com emphasizes the importance of soft skills, and they often highlight developers who are known for their excellent communication and collaboration.
That's reassuring
Yeah.
because I know for me, I'd get really frustrated
Right.
if I felt like I was in the dark about what was happening with my store's development.
Yeah, no one wants that.
Okay, so we've talked about skills, experience, communication, and even a little bit about budget.
Right?
Is there anything else
Yeah.
people should consider when hiring a Shopify developer?
One thing that often gets overlooked is support and maintenance. Building a Shopify store isn't a one-and-done deal.
Right.
You'll need ongoing support for things like updates, bug fixes,
Wow.
and new feature implementations.
So it's important to ask potential developers about their support policies.
Yes.
And what kind of ongoing maintenance they offer.
Exactly.
Okay.
Some developers offer packages that include ongoing support, while others might charge hourly rates for maintenance work.
Right.
Be sure to clarify this upfront to avoid any surprises down the road.
That's great advice.
I think a lot of people get so caught up in the excitement of launching their store
Right.
that they forget about the long-term maintenance aspect.
It's definitely something to consider.
Yeah.
And if you're feeling a bit lost in all of this, remember that theperfectdeveloper.com offers resources and guidance
Okay.
on every step of the hiring process, from crafting the perfect job description to negotiating contracts.
Wow.
They really are a one-stop shop for
Yeah.
finding the right Shopify developer for your needs.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
I have.
Before we wrap things up,
Yeah.
is there anything else you think people absolutely need to know about hiring Shopify developers? This has been super helpful. I feel like I've finally got a handle on what to look for.
That's great to hear.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing is to remember that hiring a Shopify developer is an investment in your business's future.
Right.
Take your time, do your research, and choose someone who's the right fit for your specific needs and goals. And don't be afraid to ask questions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Any reputable developer will be happy to answer your questions
Right.
and address your concerns.
Okay.
In fact, one of the best tips I can give is to prepare a list of questions beforehand.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
Like questions about their process,
Uh-huh.
their experience with similar projects, their communication style.
Exactly.
Okay.
It shows that you're serious and that you've put thought into what you're looking for.
Right.
ThePerfectDeveloper.com actually has a downloadable checklist
Oh, wow.
of essential questions to ask potential Shopify developers.
Okay.
It's a great resource to have on hand during the hiring process.
Wow.
Yeah.
They really thought of everything.
I try.
So to recap,
Yeah.
if you're out there looking to hire a Shopify developer, remember to focus on finding someone with the right blend of technical skills, experience, communication style,
Yes.
and a good understanding of your business goals.
You got it.
Okay.
And don't forget about the importance of ongoing support and maintenance.
Right?
Getting that clarity up front can save you headaches down the road.
Couldn't agree more.
Good.
It's been awesome chatting with you about all this.
Likewise.
I feel way more confident about tackling this whole developer search now.
Glad to hear it.
Yeah.
Remember, finding the right developer doesn't have to be a stressful ordeal.
Right.
With the right resources and a little bit of preparation,
Right.
you can find the perfect partner to help you build your dream Shopify store.
And speaking of resources,
Yeah.
if you're feeling overwhelmed, head over to theperfectdeveloper.com
Yes,
and try their 5 questions tool.
absolutely.
It's a quick and easy way to get started and figure out exactly what kind of developer you need for your project.
It's a game changer for sure.
Thanks for joining us for this mini deep dive into the world of Shopify developers.
Of course.
We hope you found it helpful.
Yeah.
Until next time,